rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Set. Stay back. But can
What's up, YouTube? We're hyping up the 2020 Pro Bowl. It's about 4 days away. So we're gonna see what kind of stuff we can get going on here. I'm gonna play it pretty much arcade mode. Just to see if we can get some big plays going on here tonight, guys. So what's you guys take on the Pro Bowl? Who do you like, AFC or NFC? Who you guys gonna favor in the Pro Bowl game that's coming up?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl on EA Sports. Coming up, the AFC, riding a 3-game winning streak, gets set to take on a hungrier group of rivals from the NFC. I'll check you again at halftime. But for the call of the Pro Bowl, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
We are all set. The 2020 Pro Bowl from Orlando is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2000.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, I'm a Chargers fan, so I will be starting Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, and any other Charger players that made the Pro Bowl. Keelan Allen will be a starter for me. We're not going to mess around with any of the linemen. Let's see about the front end. They're going to get Melvin Ingram going to start over J.J. Watt. Of course. Joey Bosa didn't make the Pro Bowl last year? Really. We're just going to get into this. Let's get into this game. Let's get into it.
And that's the veteran Drew Brees.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack.
Put Derrick James inside the box right here. Let's see if we get to this position right here. I don't know if you guys know, but this position right here, I'm gonna take. Well, it's the Pro Bowl. I'm not gonna mess around with it. I was gonna take Derrick James and let him play in the linebacker
Definitely
spot.
the right choice in my book.
They're gonna run it.
They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and a yard, Brees. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Brees. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's the cream of the crop offensively, the starting unit for the NFC.
And since it's a Pro Bowl roster, you can have 11 guys from 11 different teams trying to get on the same page. You know that's no easy feat. So line communication calls, that's big. Audibles, hand signals, you want to make sure everyone is connected so no one gets hurt.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
James stepping up in the box.
You like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Brees going to try and throw on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Brees to his Saints teammate Thomas for the NFC first. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, Brees is complete to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
What's up with you, man?
7 yards there and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
Who you taking in the Pro Bowl, AFC or NFC?
Because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Open here, Adam Thielen. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here now the AFC for their first drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
Rivers on 1st down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 25 yards that time. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Rivers on the money, complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again, rolling to his right. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the AFC has taken the lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. And it's Mahomes. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Well, as they come out here to set up shop for this next drive, let's talk about the NFC Championship game coming up. San Francisco hosting Green Bay. Of course, the road team's winning in the wild card round, Seattle, Minnesota, but the home teams bounce back in the divisional round. 49ers beating the Vikings and the Pack beating Seattle in Lambeau, so sets up a great NFC Championship game.
And a rematch of their regular season meeting that San Francisco dominated. Don't think Green Bay has forgotten that one. They have not traveled well to the West Coast this season. Losing at the Chargers, losing at San Francisco. I think they'll play much better in this one. Aaron Rodgers burning to get back to the Super Bowl yet again.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Breeze. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use
Appreciate you for tuning in to my channel. Little AFC, NFC Pro Bowl hype.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded just inside the 20. Hill shedding the tackle.
How would we do that?
So we reach halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second
And do
half.
you mean a $2,000 wager on the AFC Pro Bowl?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The AFC offense now set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Right here. Over on Antonio Brown or Travis Kelce.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete as well. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover.
Well, that was pretty obvious.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Appreciate you for checking out my channel.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throwing now is Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 10 yards out. And the NFC has retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5
All right, right now we're going to pull Phillip
back
Rivers because he's playing like Phillip Rivers right now.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass on
Pro Bowl
picks.
Who do you take, NFC, AFC? Like to know your opinion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 25-yard line. Mahomes now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's and that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the AFC has once again taken the lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky.
That's good.
15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game.
NFC, AFC Pro Bowl selections. Let me hear your picks.
That's darn right.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Ready.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined that.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Mahomes. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33
I'm about to score on this play for this viewer that I have right now.
Two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. That one complete to Hill. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Get going, brush your teeth. Good night, Bree.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
Maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Breeze to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Breeze. caught by Jones. And all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, 30 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Good night.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Gets it to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Good night.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And it is gobbled up by the NFC. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
To throw is Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.